We're here today going to go to Boxcar Rocks. Rocky and Precious are under the weather. They were scared to come today. I don't know why. They wanted to stay home. So we're going to go to Boxcar Rocks. Today is Monday, the 24th.
I think it is.
Yeah, the 24th, I believe. This is the stick he picked up last week or so, and that's what he got done so far from the stick. But and we're talking about the fact that when I was in the reserves here a little while ago, I was collecting disability, and someone made a law, I don't know who, but they wrote it on and said that veterans that went overseas and were in the reserves or National Guard, and we couldn't collect our reserve or National Guard pay, we either had to give it up for our disability, or vice versa, or collect the reserve pay and give up the disability. So instead of double dipping, which is not double dipping. You went over there, you got hurt, you went.
They owed you.
Huh?
It's the money they owed you.
Yeah, basically it's compensation for being injured.
Yep.
And they want to take that away. It's basically extra income to help veterans. And
how come when I was working for the federal, I could draw it and never said nothing? Because I was getting mine, plus I was working for the fed.
Well, yeah. But
it's the same paying.
Well, I know it's federal. I didn't understand that either, because I worked, dual status. And, yeah.
It's no different. The government's the government. Same person paying, same thing.
Just because my part-time job was wearing a uniform, that's the only thing that somebody in there was jealous that didn't serve.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Didn't serve in the military and got jealous because one of their partner or somebody they worked with was getting an extra $1,000 for their disability, and they weren't. Jealousy of people, and then they vote on it, and I don't see how it passes. Looks like somebody been up here recent with a vehicle.
Yeah, probably came.
Oh, I didn't even lock my car.
Huh?
I didn't. Oh well, if it's gone when we get back, or somebody rifle through.
Yeah, I gotta put clear on this. A cherry stain.
Yeah, so like I owe $1,800. Well, 2 years. In 2 years, they like come back and said I owed X amount of dollars. Because I collected both.
Well, that's what they did me. When I got off years ago, I told you before I started back work, I moved down here, I was on disability for a while. Then I got off in it and went back to work. Well, they sent me a check, 2 checks. I didn't. They said to turn around. No, they're yours. It stops such and such. So we spent them. Guess what? I didn't see my income tax check for 3 years. Had to pay back. I'm like, what the freak?
Yep.
Well, yet you got government who they're billions of dollars.
Yes, billions.
People are collecting.
Give Zelensky trillions.
Well, I'm not a politician, see.
Well, I haven't seen no arrests yet. They got all this evidence, saying they got all this evidence. It's in the news every day, and you see more and more of those, and these politicians and congressmen had to make the contracts,
Yep.
and nobody's going to jail. It's like a big soap opera.
I mean, I'm getting tired of it.
It's like a big soap
We
opera.
need to get. Well, I better shut up or I'll take it off thing. I was gonna say.
Knock, 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 knock.
We need to get together and sit down and, as a people, and say, "Yo, you're just our representatives. We are the people. We are the government. For the people, of the people, and by the people." And I just found my little book. It's the Constitution just the other day. Oh, I think I threw it away.
No, I think what I think is we all should get our pitchforks and walking sticks and go march on. Well, no, not really march, because they did that the last time in what 18, just after World War I.
Yeah.
They gave them their vouchers to collect money, and then they brought in the National Guard and reserves and was killing off the veterans because they didn't want to pay the government. Yeah, here's that goes.
That's a box.
Yeah.
You want to go up and take a picture of it?
Oh, I've been there a couple times.
Oh, okay.
And then you go out this way. There's
yeah, you can go out to the left. You can go out straight.
Well, there's a couple spots out here where
Out to the
there's
left
like
where
vehicles. Vehicles are thrown down in the caverns.
Yeah. Out to the left, up here's where Micah, one year, I went out in the wood and kicked a couple deer out, and he pulled up. He got so excited he missed them. He shot too low and skinned them. We never did find him.
Oh, I think might have been where Nick was talking to rattlesnake guy.
Oh, Billy.
Billy. That he shot a bear up here.
Who did? Nick did?
Nick did, and couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So him,
oh, I didn't know.
Him and Billy were up here searching for it.
When was this?
I don't know, a while
Never heard
back.
about that one.
While back. Actually, it was while I was there. He went bear hunting, and then he shot it, and then he was asking Billy to come out with him and see if they could find it. I don't know if they ever found it, though. Yep.
I want to find another stick, and I want to do one for our pastor. But instead of where I have this, do a cross. Like a cross is coming out. That's the way.
There you go. Too bad you don't have an axe to...
Yeah, that one would work. But I need a thicker part of it. Yeah, I should have brought something. That would have worked.
Yep. Yep. They want to give trillions away, but they can't give it to the people who deserve it.
I know. All I'm trying to do is get the thing going. Man, it took me forever. I'm getting so frustrated with that. It took me forever. Everybody trying to help me with the sport. They're acting like I didn't know what I was doing, because I had to delete it in 24 hours and go back. So finally it said, you went through your thing, we locked your account. But then I found where it said, this process of how to unlock your account. Well, I did that and that's how I finally got into it. Finally got it to where it will let me in. But I had to do a video call with support. Then the guy comes on, talking, all of a sudden he says, I'm going to have to send you up to somebody higher. All of a sudden it closed up and I'm like, what the heck? He's off the thing and never did get a call. So I tried it It was verified. It was in. I got in. It's like, why didn't you just tell me that was verified? Instead, tell me you got to go to somebody else. You left me hanging there and you hung up on me. I'm like, what the? I was getting mad. I wanted to throw the freaking. I mean, you try to be very nice and polite, but it gets frustrating after a while.
Yep.
Yeah, up to the left, him, Mike and I, where I said you got there, you go farther, and then you go back out that way again.
Mm-hmm.
There's like an open part. We were sitting there underneath the tree. It started snowing pretty good, and all of a sudden I looked over, and Mike was sleeping like crazy. I had pictures of it on my old phone. More rocks right up here. Up here in this, you go up there. My father-in-law set up there the one time. But you go on the back side of that, whew. If you get a deer, you ain't gonna get it. That's so thick of laurel out in that side.
This is the type of stuff they did down my way. They made areas open like this where they could land helicopters.
Yeah.
So that's when you hear them helicopters, they land down by my place
Okay. Yeah.
in the openings, and then they, since these grew up, they don't land here.
Yeah, you go up there.
Instead of the forestry coming out here clearing these little pine trees,
You go up there as the rocks.
they make new stuff, cut down good timber. Instead of just clearing a few little trees here. Oh, that's somebody's. Yeah, somebody's Slurpee.
Yeah, you think that was sturdy, but it is. I didn't take too much away. I thought, did I take too much away?
There's a plastic cup down there.
I found this in my basement. Somebody had it down there. I got a knife I made out of one too.
Well, you're ready for The Walking Dead.
There you go.
Because you can use that there to jab into the brain.
Make them a little more sharper.
Jab it into the brains.
Or put a somehow put a little. I got some more of the knife blades.
Yeah.
Put them in it. Yeah, it's right there where you go up to them rocks. Father-in-law said. Ooh,
Iraqi spiders.
barking spiders.
I call them Iraqi spiders.
Now I had beans last night. And I had beans down my mother-in-law's on Saturday too, so. And I had kimchi too, so.
You could power your car.
Yeah, probably. Hey, did you see? I was looking at. Do you see Tesla's his new RV? That one that's for between 15 and 18,000.
No.
Oh, it's outside looks small. You ought to see the inside of that thing. And it's fully. He's got the solar panels on it and everything. Virtually, you could repower yourself. I was looking at it. It looks pretty neat. It looks pretty neat. And he does, the inside is like a space, you know, that type of
Yeah.
design. Looks like a luxury one. I thought, man, I got into this ID thing. Now it's simple. I called the lady, got a hold of her, and now we're having trouble with what she wants. Because it ain't one thing, it's another.
Yep. They create so much chaos just to you give up.
Well, yeah.
So they can send it over to Zelensky and the UN and the Paris Accords and
Yeah, I can buy all the rubbers. All the rubbers they bought for. Oh my God.
where was that? Kenya? Uganda?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that one judge, federal judge, made him send it, the, what, $2 billion?
Yeah.
Made him send the $2 billion. Well, really can't use.
On Fox News, they had it where you see where Biden wants back in. He says he wants back in. Him and his family want back in because Trump ain't doing a good job. Because they ain't getting their money now.
Yeah, all of them ain't. Yeah, well, it's. They just don't want to wait.
Trim this, see?
They just don't want to wait for the tariffs to kick in because the tariffs would pay directly versus getting it from the little people.
Right.
Because if they wanted to, they could, just like China. China cuts out basically all their people,
Right.
because people were finding out that they don't have to pay income tax.
Uh-huh.
The only time they pay tax on is when they buy the property the first time.
Uh-huh.
And then when it's 70, like there's a 70-year lease,
Uh-huh.
then once that runs out, the family can pay a small tax and still keep the property.
Oh, yeah.
People were finding out how other countries are run, and because of TikTok before they can TikTok, now TikTok is just nothing but a censorship.
Yeah.
You can't even make a comment of, "Hey, wait, what?" And then they're censoring you for making that statement.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come to find out that people are just going to get so sick of TikTok now that its only place is just to sell stuff. It's I haven't seen any new news updates. You see the cops harassing people, pulling people over and making illegal arrests. Cops entering homes without a warrant. I like the one lawyer. There's a lawyer on there that comes on that got cases against the police departments,
Mm-hmm.
and he comes in and he discusses the case. And there's one guy on here, I really don't like him. He's pro cop because he's against the little guy. You can tell in his videos.
Uh-huh.
I don't like him. He like for police brutality and whatnot.
Okay.
Oh, there's a road.
Sat down there before.
Oh, and I got the talk. I got the. There's somebody that made a Centralia video, and I was like, You know what? That was PA's land grab
I've
for
never been up there.
PA's land grab for the coal underneath the. They had because they said they seen people that they never seen before at the dump.
Yeah.
There was eyewitnesses, and they were there, and they started the fire. It was basically a big land grab because the EPA was looking into buying the land so they could get the money for the billions and billions and billions of coal. And what gets me is down the road there's a mine.
Right.
There's a mine that's stripping out whatever in the coal. I can take you up there right now and show you the mine and show you know how they do their layers for the trucks so they can ride down to the where they're going. Yeah, they have one just down the road.
And it looks like it's being used.
Oh yeah, it's in use right now. That's who bought. I believe that's who bought the road, and didn't like people being on that road, so they put the piles of dirt over top of the artwork.
Probably. No, I've never been up there.
Yeah, I have a couple videos on my thing before it was crashed by the company. I got in an argument with one of the ladies that lived in Shenandoah, or lived up there in Ashland over it. Some older lady that was, Karen, basically. And it was like a good thing because you would go up there on the weekend, and there'd be people up there with their ATVs, having camaraderie, enjoying each other's company, and you'd have people with their kids, and they'd be doing chalk drawings and spray painting on the road. All they needed to do was make it a state park.
Right.
Make it a state park, and then just had like trash cans where the people would go around and collecting the spray cans after people were done. Instead of throwing them off into the woods, they could have just put them in a garbage receptacle, which wasn't provided. But if it would have been provided, I believe they would have been used. Could have made it like a little hot dog stand. And sold hot dogs and hamburgers, and it was a good place because you could probably stand there and have a competition every year for the best drawings.
Oh yeah.
Best artwork, street art. But no, the company had to put piles and piles and piles of dirt. It was like maybe 2 to 3 mile stretch of dirt on top. Wow. Look at that road. Go that way. Yeah, they put miles and miles of dirt. You can go park up at the cemetery, and still you can walk down that road, but you're going to be walking over the piles of dirt.
See, I've never been up there.
And you can still the streets, and
I'd like to do that.
People have been spray painting the streets of the old streets where the houses used to be. And it used to be like a little dumping ground, basically. And every year they have people go through and clean up the area, and so they've been cleaning it up slowly. They still have the municipal building and the firehouse. It's still there. The garage there somebody owns. Somebody, I guess, has one of the houses on one of the streets. And then down on the main drag, there's a couple of houses. Still like maybe 7 people that live there.
Oh, they still live there?
Yeah, about 7 people.
Then you have to go forever to get your food and everything, right?
No.
See, I've never been up there.
Mount Carmel's just down the way.
Oh, it's up by Mount Carmel and that.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Like Mount Carmel down here in the valley, and then you go up the mountain, and at the top of the mountain there's where the old route used to cut through. But they made a new road. Look at that road.
That's the one I was telling you about. You want to go that one? I've been this way, and this is out where Micah, right here, I was out in the field, kicked him out, and he shot this way. He was coming this way and shot. He missed him.
Yeah, so Centralia.
I've been way out that way too before.
Yeah, that's the way that the Model T. If you look down in the crevice, there's a Model T that's in the crevice.
Because this will take you up, and you can go two different ways.
Well, if we keep walking this way, we'll get over to the dam.
Yeah, yeah.
Seacrest Dam?
I can use this to scratch my back too. Yeah, I was over here walking, kicked him out, and he shot up like this. He was down here, and he shot up, missed him.
I keep looking here, so I don't keep looking down here, because we're just walking along talking, and I don't want to lose any footage or video. Me standing here, get back and be like, oh shoot, we were talking and whatnot. And
now, you don't lose it if you save it every so often, do you?
I have to do it. It's 27 minutes, so sometimes it's like 10 minutes. It's like not even 5-10 minutes into the video that it'll click.
Oh, that freak all the way up here I'm getting. Oh, because I have the Starlink. Cross country mortgage now.
Starlink. In the middle of nowhere. But, well, I was getting sick because of the cloud cover. Because the radio waves are bouncing off the clouds and back down. That's how come I was getting.
Samsung come up with a Starlink thing.
Yeah, that's Starlink from Elon Musk.
Yeah, and they come on and ask if they sent me a thing and asked if we'd like to part when they first do it. It was a thing, and we said, yeah, we'll do it, and it was free, so we did. And my son signed us up. So if I'm out of range where it does, it automatically hooks to Starlink. Should have had radios. I have two small radios that really go for a distance. They're in the car right now. Well, Mike, I took him last night down to Living Waters yesterday afternoon in the evening and set up the cones. Now he's parallel parking okay, so now I just set up.
Yeah?
So he can go take his freaking test.
Limestone. Look at that big boulder. Boulders.
I wonder where those guys are in the other vehicle.
There you go. You can go swimming in there.
Your dog's good. That's growing up. That was a field. Good stuff's growing up now. Oh, you know where our church is, but you know where you go down Step and you see the road and you go the back way to our church?
Yeah.
They were burning, doing a controlled burn yesterday. Yeah, the signs up say controlled burn. Don't call 911, controlled burns. Yeah, the whole valley there was smoke.
Kind of hot. This is like a
People go
highway.
this way.
This is like a highway of boulders
Oh yeah.
that they went through.
Oh yeah.
Highway of boulders.
Now the vehicles didn't go this way. They must have went straight when we came onto this river. Get up around up here. Let's start going back that way too. You can. Or you could go out that way and you'll hit the road eventually.
Oh, they call that one over in Redding the Devil's Potato Patch. The one where you can take the hammers and smack the rocks. That kind of reminds me of the potato patch. They call it something else. They call it the Singing Rocks.
When we were on our honeymoon up in Prince Edward Island, there's this one spot, and it's the only place in the world that has it. It's on the coast of Prince Edward Island. They call it Singing Sand. As you walk, the sand has got so much silicone in it, it sounds like it's singing.
Here's a waterfall. Oh, there's a little creek.
It's running pretty good.
Kind of wonder if you would bring a little sluice up here and see if you can't find gold.
It's like just up above where we parked, that other spot on the other side. You can go out. We're going just ahead of that. Me and Mike and my father-in-law went up the road. We were going to go across and see if we could kick anything out. Micah, my old pair of from work, we got a hole in them. Then Charlie used to be our carpenter. He just put silicone on it and fixed it, but they got me a new pair, so he just told me if I want them, keep them. So Micah had them on, my old, what are our winter boots that gives that work? The slip-ons. You never got them? Well, anyways, he steps in, they step in this thing.
There's
muck
muck
boots. He stepped like this, and all of a sudden pulled his foot around. And I said, don't step. Stepped right down the freaking. So now he's all freaking wet. But he still wanted to hunt. I said, you just let me know if you're starting to get cold.
It's foggy here up on top of the mountain today. Oh, bet you come out here and these raspberry bushes are loaded with raspberries.
Probably.
Looks like somebody went off that way. The deer.
That's deer tracks.
Yeah.
It's a deer cut. That's what it looks like.
Wow, look at that massive tree. You see that?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that one's huge.
Yeah.
That is a huge tree.
Probably a light truck or something.
Holy. Well, with the bark being off of it, that tells me it was sprayed by Bill Gates' fabulous whatever. And it killed the tree, and I guess well, I don't see a root system. Maybe somebody cut it down.
Yeah, maybe.
Because on this end right here, there should be roots.
Oh, it looked like it came
Oh,
right
split.
off this other one. Come up here.
It's split.
Yeah, it came right off that.
Yeah, it's split right there. Fabulous Bill Gates' whatever killing trees. Tree was huge, probably like 400 or 500 years old. Here's another area where they can land aircraft.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go out this way. Out here a little
Got
ways
one,
where Michael
two,
fell asleep on me.
Three different directions. I was going to do my ash this week because I got a shipment of coal coming on.
When do you start work at
on the weekend?
Like Tobias.
I got a orientation on the 7th of April, and then 19th, 26th, and 7th, and then full time, I guess, starting May to mid-October.
We won't be able to do this.
I don't know.
Yep.
As far as I know, what I was reading, I don't think they let anybody get up over 30 hours.
Wonder why?
Because they don't have to pay benefits.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you can do up to, how many hours? 35 hours and not pay. 36 hours it is. It's a 36 hours. Because when I worked at Supreme as a security guard.
Because they automatically give you a paper. One of the stipulations is you sign that paper, and then, like, if you make under $10,000, I guess you're exempt from local tax.
Uh-huh.
Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna have a problem.
Why?
I gotta go bathroom.
Uh-oh.
And I don't have no.
No. Well, you ready to go back?
See if I can't hold it. Ugh. Oh. All right, we're good. There's a bunch of leaves around here.
Yeah, if you got to, you got to. I've done that before, especially hunting.
Put my butt over one of those boulders.
Uh-huh. Have to remember to start bringing a toilet paper.
I need to start bringing my backpack.
There you go, yeah. Backpack. Diego.
What was that? Did you hear that? That thud? I didn't hear it. Probably the Gap.
Probably.
Launching mortars.
Probably.
That's what it sounded like. They do it from one point. They do it from one point and launch it over top the Gap, 27 miles in the air, to land in the impact zone in the corridor.
Over the mountains. Yeah. We would have had a nice little drag if we'd have got one out here that year.
Oh, I gotta look here. Let me see here. Oh, we're at 40 minutes, so it's better. Okay. We'll be right back.